Hey guys, Becca Scoops here. Happy Valentine's Day. It is a Valentine's Day 2026. I am so glad you guys are joining me on this special Valentine's Day live. And it's a special Valentine's Day, I guess, for Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We're going to get to that in a minute. Wow, right? Don't know if you guys know, but I've got some footage of her big vacay. I'm calling it the no ring / twilight vacay. And you'll see why when I get to that portion of the live stream. But I've been watching the chat. You guys are on fire. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining me. Let me get the comments on the screen here. And I want to welcome some special people. So we're going to go through some of these here because I love to, let everyone know who's in our chat and what you guys are saying. So let's go ahead and get to that right now. First off, we got Zombie Pirate 23 with a $3 super sticker. Thank you, Zombie Pirate. So humbled by your support. Thank you. And we've got Lulu 1981 also, who became a member of the Truth Train. Welcome on board. Welcome to the Becca Scoops channel. And thank you so much, Lulu. We got at Video Vibe C, who's been an OG member for 5 months. And they say, I think we need to add a couple of sleeping cars to the Truth Train. There are so many of us from different countries. We could use a power nap before we hear more about Gremlin Rose. I love this idea. We need some sleeping cars added, definitely, so we can all take a nap, power nap, get back up and get going, right? Love that idea. Next up, we've got at Granny Groza, member for 3 months. I was watching this, Granny. She says, Becca, I love your channel, your voice of reason, and thank you for bringing the truth to light. You're wonderful. Well, that's very kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being a member for 3 months. Thank you so much, Granny. And the next one up, too, is Granny, who gifted 20 memberships to the Becca Scoops channel. Thank you so much. That's a lot of, we're going to have to add more cars on the Truth Train. That's for sure. Thank you, Granny. I'm really humbled by that kind of support. Thank you. Next up, we've got Salty Sunflower 2016. Also became a member on the Truth Train. Welcome aboard, Salty Sunflower. We got one of our OGs here, 1 ounce of Jameson, $1.99, all aboard. Choo choo. Thank you. Thank you, 1 ounce of Jameson, for being here. Of course, next up, one of our very OG members here, Claire Power, also came in with 5 gifted memberships. Claire, you're always so generous over in the UK, staying up late to be a part of the Truth Train. Thank you, Claire. Next up, we got Jennifer Byer, $75.99, who also became a member. Everyone welcome Jennifer. And oh, by the way, everyone thank Granny. If you were gifted a membership from Granny Groza, please say thank you to her. She was very generous. Next up, we've got at SJ Fancy Q, $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, SJ Fancy. We appreciate that. And we've got another OG member here at Kathleen Fleck, of course, member for 9 whole months. Happy Valentine's Day to all. To you all. Thank you, Kathleen. Next up, we've got at Nisi 1493, member for 1 month. Hey, everyone, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Nisi. Next up, we've got Dazed No Confused, member for 3 months. Happy Valentine's Day, Becca and Mitch. Happy to be a part of the crew for 3 months. Well, thank you for being a member of the crew for 3 months. We're so happy that you're here. We got another OG member at Runax, member for 9 months. Happy Valentine's Day, Becca, Mitch, and the Truth Train. Well, thank you, Runax. Thank you so much, and back at you. Okay, here we got Shorty Pie 7097, member for 2 months. Happy Valentine's Day, Becca, and all my friends in chat. Yes, everyone, happy Valentine's Day. This is going to be a special, like I said, Valentine's Day. We got a theme of love in the air, fairy tale love going on. You know how Gypsy is. We got to do it. Next up, we got Susan Ryan, OG member for 9 months, one of the OG mods. 9 wonderful months. Thank you for all you do. Susan, thank you for being one of the loyal mods. Next up, we've got at Aspen members. At Aspen, I think members, that's how probably you say it. And you have become a member on the Truth Train. Welcome aboard. Thank you for being here tonight. And we got Poncho 47, $2. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, thank you, Poncho, and thank you for being here. We got Ms. Lady, member for 4 months. Thanks for always bringing the truth. Well, thank you, Ms. Lady. Thank you for being here. And a special shout out to you because you're a member of kind of my channel. So appreciate you being here and for everything that you do. At Stephanie, triple zero or triple O, $5. Stephanie says, thank you for your commitment to finding the truth. This is for the Maisie and Keegan's Treat Fund because they're part of our family too. They are. Okay. Time out in the messages right now. Just for 1 minute. I'm sorry. I've got to tell you a story. You guys are not going to believe this. Thank you for reminding me of my very, very naughty cat, Keekins. Very naughty Keekins. Okay. I get up this morning, right? I know I'm doing a live stream. And so where my configuration here, I have kind of an office where, as you can see, I kind of have an office here where I do my work here. And I get up, and the first thing I always do, I get my coffee and I come up. This is upstairs in my house. Come up to my office here, and I've got three monitors, okay, that are lined up. So like over here, I can see you guys. I see the chat on this monitor, and this monitor is where I'm in the StreamYard, and over here is where I can share screens. So you really need 3 monitors to kind of do a really good live stream, right? So I come upstairs and I'm looking at the 3 monitors and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? All right. What is going on? I see it looks like somebody has come in here and destroyed, gone on, and there's all these open windows, 100 new open windows. And I'm like, what happened? And then Mitch is like, yeah, the cat was in there. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, the cat, I heard this. So we have 2 cats. We have Pumpkins and Keekins. And Pumpkins is kind of a nasty bitch. She's like the Pumpkins, right? You guys might have seen it. We kind of joked that Mitch has had an icon of Pumpkins. It's this orange cat, right? With long hair. And Pumpkins is kind of a bitch. I'm sorry. I love Pumpkins, but she's kind of a bitch. And so sometimes she's kind of nasty to Keekins. And so Mitch is like, yeah, I heard Pumpkins going after Keekins about 2:00 in the morning. Mitch just kind of stays up late. He's like kind of a night owl. And he goes, I heard a crash in there. And I'm like, oh, okay. And yeah, so I go, okay, so then are you telling me Keekins was standing on the keyboard and opening up all these windows? He goes, yeah. He goes, I didn't notice that. I just noticed your camera had fallen down and your mic was askew. The mic was off. And I'm like, okay. So I get rid of all of the windows, right? And so I start finishing up my research for today's live stream. And all of my files are gone. There's 4 that are left. And I'm talking, I make a file for every video and for every live stream I do. Okay. I have 4 left. That's all of my research. So I go to home, how you can search. Well, maybe they're somewhere else. No, they're not. Now I'm in a panic. Now I'm in a complete panic. And I'm like, all of my research is gone. What did the cat do? How would the cat delete files? How would the cat delete files? And Mitch is like, he's like, well, He goes, I don't know, but the only thing I can think of is like with her little paw, she actually was just standing or sitting on the delete button and delete, 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 delete. And I'm like, oh, fuck no. No. Oh, no, no. Okay. And so luckily, after we kind of figured that out, of course, we had gone to the recycle bin, and I was at first when I looked at the recycle bin, I'm like, no, that's not the files. That's not. She had deleted so much shit, like the first stuff that was in the recycle bin, I didn't even recognize. And he goes, no, there's a ton of crap in here. He goes, I'm just going to restore it. And so when he restored it, thank God, right? That's my Keegan story. Then I go, but I'm not finished with my Keegan story yet. Then I'm like, thank God. Okay. So I go on and I'm getting ready for the live, and I'm starting to screen record like Gypsy's little video that she just put out about her little Alaska love trip. And every time I'm recording it, it's sounding really weird. So Keegan's also affected like the audio portion of everything. And I was like, I cannot cancel this live. You have got to fix this. I told Mitch, and so he did. So that's my Keegan story. Crazy cat deleting all of my files. I want to know, is Keegan's in league with the Gypsy Rose people? I think maybe Keegan's is. We're going to have to do an investigation and find out, is Keegan being paid off or is Keegan being blackmailed? It's one or the other. I don't know which, guys. It's one or the other. So anyways, that was what was going on for me today. All right, let's get to a few more of these comments here. At Lisa Evans, 4138, gifted 1 Becca Scoops membership. Thank you, Lisa Evans. Thank you so much. We've got at Word Matters member for 6 months. We'll add sleeping cars to outro. Adore you, Joe. Oh, thank you, Joe. Joe at Words Matters, as you guys know, is the person who made my outro, and I love her, and she's been helping me with other things too. So thank you so much, Joe. At 11, my future member for 4 months. Also, happy Valentine's Day. You are amazing. No, you guys are amazing. I'm just your humble servant here, trying to get you guys the information you guys want on this case. And we've got at PGH Deb 412, also gifted 1 Becca Scoop membership. Deb, thank you so much. You're so kind. I really appreciate you. You know I do. And I think you emailed me. So I think you might be the one. If not, I'm sorry. But I appreciate you, Deb. Thank you so much. Oh, here's Carolina Girl in the house. And she says, Becca's in the house. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Mitch, and the chat, all aboard the Truth Train Choo Choo. Thank you so much, Carolina Girl. I really appreciate you. At Aspen members coming in with $9.99. I'm still laughing at your reaction to that girl asking Gypsy for advice on Cameo. Well, thank you. I'm glad I could make you laugh. Hopefully, I'll make you laugh a little bit more about this trip she took. We're going to get to that in a minute at Aspen. We got at Cosmic Satan 2046 $10. My cat decided to get in on the Valentine spirit and chopped on some lilies. Oh my God. She's fine, but we spent all day at the vet. Oh my, I'm so glad she's okay. But yeah, what's with the cats on Valentine's Day? The cats are going nuts on Valentine's Day. Very happy to be home relaxing and participating in the Truth Train now. Well, welcome. So glad that turned out okay for you. Bad kitty, right? So glad Kitty's okay. A couple more, guys. At Jamie Hyde 5323, who's a member for 1 month. I've seen your video shared all over, many people. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate everyone that supports our channel. We are very humbled by all of the support that we have, as you guys know. And thank you so much, Jamie. We've got at Judy and Fair Mason 2596. Also a member for 1 month. We have quite a few new members, which is great because the word is spreading. The word is getting out. And she says, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day back to you, Judy. And a couple more. 1 ounce of Jameson is back with $1.99. Keegan wants her channel back. Keegan's does. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not blackmail at all. Maybe Keegan's is just wanting the channel back. You know, we know how that is. We got at I think me Ray 5822 199. I think Pumpkins is in cahoots with the hacker dogs. I do too. Pumpkins is kind of evil, a little bit on the evil side. So I can see Pumpkins being with the hacker dogs also. Absolutely. At Poncho 47, Keekins was framed. Keekins was framed by Pumpkins. Probably. That Pumpkins is a little evil bitch. I'm telling you, she really is. I mean, it is a totally running joke in our house about Pumpkins just being evil. It's just like that cat is evil. Okay. At Manic Pixie Dweeb Girl, $2, Keeking is a double agent. Probably she is. She probably is. And we're going to have to really do an investigation on that. And one more at Main Chick Carrie, $4.99. Happy Valentine's Day, Becca. Thank you so much, Main Chick Carrie. Thank you for being here and being a mod for me. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, we're going to get to some of this stuff now about Gypsy Rose. Obviously, there is so much to get to. I'm going to try to do as much as I can tonight. Hopefully, we'll get through all of it. But of course, many of you might know that Gypsy was on a recent love-filled vacation. I'm calling it the no ring because I don't know about you guys, but usually when a woman gets engaged, they're showing off the ring, right? They're like, see what I got? See what I got on this little trip here? And we just didn't see that, did we? But oh, hold on. I got to take off that comment. But what we did see is that she put out a little 28-minute video. And I hope most of you probably haven't clicked on it. But if you have, no worries, no worries. Don't feel bad about it. I have gotten a little bit of it together for you. Like I said, I'm worried about copyright because we know she's trying to copyright, right? And reacting to her video is fair use. We know that, but that doesn't mean she won't copyright strike, right? So I took an extra precaution to make sure she wouldn't copyright strike me. And you'll see what I mean by that when I start playing this video and doing my reaction to it, because, well, it's like when I thought of her going to Alaska, and of course we know when she goes to Alaska, it's not just, it wasn't her and Ken. She had talked about seeing the Aurora Borealis with many men, I'm pretty sure. And actually, I asked Barb straight out of context because Barb, I have to give her a shout out because she's the one that is responsible for all the information I'm going to be sharing with you tonight with all this newly released FOIA information that she shared with me. But I also asked her, I said, didn't Gypsy talk to other people about going to Alaska to see the Aurora? And she's like, yeah. And she sent me a screenshot. Where is it? Here. Before I get to that, this is Gypsy from a prison email. And this was not to Ken. So she says, you might be able to find that scene from Balto and Jenna, Northern Lights scene. So the scene is essentially a date between the two, and it's just a cute romantic scene. Balto shows Jenna the Northern Lights by making a few broken glass shine on the wall and creates his version of the lights. I feel like I wrote that a lot better than I described it on the phone, LOL. The lights are such a beautiful show of nature and has this wonderment of being almost otherworldly. There is something romantic about them, and I'm so happy to get to see them with you. You are the only one I want to see them with. Okay. See, I knew it. I don't know why he doesn't know that. These are her things that you're just like a placeholder. You're just the person she's doing it with. It's not like your special thing, Ken. Okay. So before we get to the serious stuff, like I said, before we even get to this crazy video I put together for you, like I said, it's called No Ring Blanchard / Twilight / Avalanche Snow. Not a good time. Okay. I need to go ahead right now. You guys, if you want to take your moment to get your popcorn and all that, I'm going to go ahead and shout out my sponsor for this video, which is Morgan & Morgan. I'd like to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring our videos this past month. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and listen to Morgan & Morgan. And now a legal alert from today's sponsor of our video, Morgan & Morgan. Did you know that children are being diagnosed with serious conditions like type 2 diabetes and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? And research is potentially linking ultra-processed foods to these outcomes? Morgan & Morgan is stepping in to fight to hold food companies accountable. With decades of experience fighting large corporations, Morgan & Morgan is ready to stand up for families who deserve justice. So, if you have a child under 21 who has been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or fatty liver disease, hit the link in my description box to learn more. It'll only take you a couple of minutes to find out if you have a case, and you can do it from your own phone. All right, guys, thanks to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video. We really are happy to be a part of the Morgan & Morgan family. And so here we go. Now, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and like I said, before I get to the serious stuff, let's get to some kind of crazy stuff, right? I don't want to get copyright strikes, so I'm like, okay, what it reminded me of too is, you know how Gypsy is just like totally obsessed with Twilight. When I saw her and Ken in the snow, I'm like, you know, that kind of reminds me of some Twilight scenes. So you're going to kind of see, because for not to get copyright struck, it has to be a transformed video, meaning that's why you react. So you're reacting, you're stopping and you're talking, but also it could be adding stuff to it too. So I just wanted to make doubly sure that there's no way, right? No copyright strikes here because we're taking precautions, right? So you'll see I have jumbled up her little video that she put out on her YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and critique, shall we? Okay, here we go.
Okay, so is this further enough down the trail?
Huh?
Is this further enough down the trail?
No. I want us to like not be in view of the huts. What the hell are these 30-year-olds doing down here playing hide and seek?
Oh yeah, I see him. I see a dog. Oh yeah, I see him. They've got little warming jackets.
Yes, exactly. Ken is always 12 steps ahead. I just saw that. I just saw someone say that in chat. He doesn't give a rat's ass. He's like, yeah, I'm, you know, it's just so funny, right? It's so funny. Yeah. There's some little Twilight interlaced in my video here. Yeah. I guess you guys saw that. Yeah.
Oh, now you gotta get them all stirred up.
What is he doing? That's what he wants to do.
Oh. Get them all riled up.
You just get in trouble.
No, I think she said something about a snack. You get a snack or something.
He is just mowing ahead of her. He is not caring. It's just like, yeah, follow me. I mean, it's like so not romantic, right? It is. This little walk is so not romantic.
Are we far away enough?
Okay, you just want to go, huh?
Okay, so you're gonna close your eyes. Okay, and give me 1 minute.
All right. 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Okay, starts now. Shit. I can't even.
This part had me rolling. She was like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. This reminds me, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of this. This part right here reminds me of this. Remember this? Remember this? Ken, get me up on the bed, Ken. Can I get on the bed? Yeah, it reminds me of that. Okay. This part here, what you guys are going to see where she's stuck in the snow is hilarious because she's like, Ken, come get me, Ken.
What happened to you?
Look how deep it is. I can't even.
Oh man.
It's so deep.
Okay, get you out of there.
He's like, what? He's like, get up.
Oh God.
All right, let's go back. It's already
Let's
in my
go back,
so
okay? Why did you make me do that?
Bad idea. Okay.
Did she want him to like carry her? I think so. You know, like whisk her up into his arms. I got you, babe. I got you. Don't worry. I'm not going to let you. It's like quicksand out here. You're going to disappear in the snow. Oh, Gypsy. I can't let that happen. He's like, come on, let's get out of here. He's like, bring her up like she's like his male friend. Get up, dude. Get up. So funny.
Damn, I got on my boots.
Okay.
All right, let's just walk the trail.
Bad idea. Okay, so I got the winter. What's it called?
Winter's Aurora's something.
Alaskan winter. Okay, that's what I got. I got the Alaskan winter. It looks like the Aurora Borealis. That is great presentation, and it's really good. So,
And you can put mine in too.
and then
I thought they weren't drinking anymore. What happened to not drinking anymore? I guess not, right? I mean, I don't mind. I don't care. If you want to drink, go drink. I mean, don't become an alcoholic, obviously, but you know, just
and got whatever that is.
A whiskey sour and a
Whiskey
martini.
sour.
It's fancy.
Fancy. Okay, so it is vacation day vlog.
this was the beginning. I just kind of mixed it up too. You know, this is the beginning. Like, this is so annoying, right? Because someone, I kind of like looked into this. They had to drop like 10 grand on this trip. Easy. Okay. And when you think about it, it's just like, you're starting out as a new couple. This is how you're going to spend your money? Number one. Number two, where did they get this money from? Well, from Dee Dee's murder, probably, right? I mean, it's so, but she's so cringe here. The way she shares is going to like, here's our room, here's our things. It's like, no, we're not happy for you. Why do you think people are happy that you're doing this? They're not.
What is today? Our second or third day, depending how you think of travel counts as a day. And we are gonna try and go and do snow machining. Yesterday we were supposed to do it, but it was too cold, so they had to cancel. So we are gonna try today, and if we don't get in today, we will try Friday. And there's Ken chilling, warming up. It's very cold. This is the beautiful sunrise.
Have you seen the TV show Shameless?
No.
No?
I've seen the first couple seasons.
Okay, so you've seen it. When you have a litter of puppies, you pick some sort of a theme.
Okay, if you haven't seen this, then they go on this dog sled ride, okay? And it's just, you're going to listen pay attention to Gypsy, the noises that she makes on this dog sled ride. It's hilarious. It's just wow. For that alone, you want to throw her off the sled, okay? I mean, Ken, I don't know if he's annoyed by this. I was annoyed by this, but
And you name them based on that theme.
They go so fast.
oh, they go so fast. hear her? What is that? What is wrong with you? It's so bizarre. It's so cringe, right?
Ready? Behind them, the black and white dog. That is
That's what you want to do to her. So
Saturn.
cringe.
Saturn's running with her youngest daughter, Venus. Behind Venus is her dad. That's Kev. If you watch them, they look like on the floor. When they run, they look exactly the same.
Yes.
I just love that. In sync, they got the same. No, but I got walked once after big snow. One of the branches. And it came in and slammed me in the back of the head.
Ready?
Ready, kids? Right. Huh. How you feeling?
Good.
Good.
I gotcha.
Does the woman know she's on a sled with the mommy murderer? Does she? I don't think so, right? Doesn't. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it from her.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Jeep.
Babe, drop your face mask if you can for a little bit.
It's actually not that bad back here.
No, I think it's better. It's less scary. Okay, we're gonna come up here. Do you want me to make a couple turns? You feel what it feels like? Yeah. Okay. Just be a little bit to the right. Nothing major. Jeep.
What wig is she wearing? Is that Sarah or Jessica or Kristen? What wig is that? Does anyone know? Let me know because I'm not sure which wig she's wearing there.
That's so cool.
But you kind of feel that on back. Yeah. Oh, big bump. Okay, it's gonna be another turn to the right. Okay. Okay. Jeep.
And the tongue is going. Did you see that? You see it? The tongue. Did you see it? Okay, just a minute. Back up just a minute. It was really pronounced right there. When the girl says, we're going to turn to the right, okay? And then Gypsy's like, okay, like her tongue's going, like it's going wild. It's going wild. There, look, I just paused it right there. Can I make that happen? I mean, come on. No, I can't, right? It's just random. Okay. It's just random. I mean, okay. Now watch.
Turn to the right. Okay. Okay.
Watch.
Jeep.
What is that?
I'm trying to stay out of the picture, but also put my weight on the curve.
Oh, no, you're totally good.
Jeep. Go.
As long as you don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right.
As long as you don't mind me.
Yeah, that lady
Oh, no,
does
not
have
at
a
all.
cool job. I'd love that job, wouldn't you?
No, good job, guys.
Like a little coffee maker.
Coffee maker.
They also have a bunk up here, a cute little bunk bed, and then
That's where Ken will be sleeping. Okay.
let's see, come over here, and here's the bathroom. So, and it has a tub.
Ken ends up in that bunk because he didn't have the ring for me. No ring.
And the tub. So yeah, it's really adorable. So cute. So excited. I hope that we get to see the Northern Lights on this trip. I'm so hoping. Oh God, I'm so hoping. But I'm gonna finish unpacking. Ken is like moseying around. So I told him, I'm gonna join you a little later. I wanna like unpack and everything. So I'll be back.
All right. Okay.
And there's me.
What is this? These. Oh crap! You got to get up at 1:30 in the morning when it's 50 below to go out and see the Northern Lights. I guess so.
Like, how lucky are we? It's our first night. We
Do
can
I have anyone else out here that belongs on the photo schedule? Not at the moment.
Ah.
Oh, that's mine. That's mine. Thank you.
That's what Ken wants to do to her. Yeah. Oh, these are her still pictures. I'm not what she did.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
This is the hot water turning to snow thing.
Oh no.
Oh my god, it really does work.
Oh wow, that's amazing, Ken. It's amazing. It's so manly.
Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. But it's so fucking cold.
It's
You
not
really
funny.
thought that was
It's
gonna be
not
like
funny.
a pillow.
That's rock hard ice.
You thought you were doing something there. Oh,
Trust fall.
what? And trudging along.
And again, ahead of her again.
Don't you dare.
What was that? No. Tick, 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 tick. What? Why is she always making weird noises? Why? Like with Nick when in bed. Tick, 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 doo. Tick, tick. What are the noises? I don't understand the noises. Backing it up a little bit. I don't understand the noises. Someone help me. I don't understand.
Trudging along. Don't you dare.
What is it?
My burgers are frozen.
I think I'm gonna start going. We are about to go hiking.
Sub-degree temperatures.
And then he a little
Remember what the
little
guy
peck
said?
on the
If
head,
it's brown, flush
and
it
I'm
down.
walking ahead again.
If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
If it's
Okay.
brown, lie down.
Here she talks about she talks about poop here. Okay. Let me back it up. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking over it. Hold on. Hold on.
Remember what the guy said? If it's brown, flush it down.
If it's brown, flush it down. If it's brown, lie down.
Hey guys, are they talking about bears? Because I've never been to Alaska, but like I shared with you, we were in Yosemite and there was bears there. So those are the California brown bear. Is it because now she's going to go on and talk about, they're going to say something about black and then something about white. Why would she say if it's brown, flush it down? I mean, I'm confused with this part. I really am, of her wanting to talk about fecal matter right at this point.
Black, fight back.
If it's white, say goodnight.
I guess it's bears. I don't know.
If it's brown, flush it down.
That's what they say.
Huh?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Oh no, that's not what they say. Gosh, she's so stupid.
Yeah, I think the sun is like dipped out.
Oh, there goes the wandering eye.
Goodness. Where are we going?
Follow me. My bird is happy.
Some comment, why are they endlessly walking in the snow? I have no idea. It doesn't seem enjoyable. It's like constantly in the snow, constantly walking all around in the snow in 24 below weather. I have no idea. I don't understand it either. I don't know.
Bird is that?
It's a raven, isn't it?
It's a raven. Ow.
It looks like a raven.
Right.
It's a vampire, isn't
Yeah,
it?
really close.
One of those vampires. One of those vampire
See, my
bats.
dumbass thought that all birds flew south to the wind.
Fail. I wouldn't know. Long walk. We're going to the Adventure Center?
Not even to the hiking spot yet. Hiking trail is almost 2 miles.
Oh, my.
You ready for this?
I don't know if I'm ready, Monty.
Yes, she forgot the coat. I saw the context. She forgot the coat. She remember her coat, her Timu, that coat. You know, she was showing it off on this my Alaska trip. She didn't even bring it. No, didn't even bring it. Forgot it.
Hands, like, these gloves are still not cutting it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's...
You gonna go back and get your over mitts?
I don't know. No, those are worse. I don't know.
think I have some hand warmers in my jacket.
Like the rest of me is like really warm. It's just the gloves. I don't know. I mean, it's not people prints.
I think it's a bear.
No.
You see like a 3 like that? Maybe it's a moose. I don't know.
No, it's probably a moose. Or a reindeer, if they like walk the reindeer.
Our vampire. Our wolf.
Wanna
One
play
of
hide and
those
seek?
werewolves.
Okay.
Maybe a werewolf. Twilight.
You want to be the first? I hide first.
I'm gonna find you in like 10 seconds.
I'm gonna buy my boots. I'm gonna buy my gloves.
This is when they were going there.
We're
I
not gonna
scoffed.
spend all that money on Arctic clothing that we'll never use again, so it's okay. I rented us some. We pick it up at the airport. You know, it's
I scoffed at him. Now I'm thanking him.
okay, I got us covered.
Where there's a will, there's a way for the common man to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No audio. It's okay. We got the game.
All right, that's it, guys. Obviously, I didn't use all of it. I used a lot of it, but I used my commentary. Of course, sliced in a little of her obsession of Twilight, which is probably where parts of this Aurora thing even comes from. I don't know, but yeah. So there you have it. I do have some still shots also. We'll get to those in kind of midstream. We'll get into some serious stuff here first, but I've got some pictures that I kind of made up, like the no ring Blanchard picture, but we'll get to those in a minute. All right, let's get to some of this serious stuff. Well, some of this is, it is serious, but some of it is just ridiculous. Like this first stuff I'm going to show you. Trigger warning for anyone that I should have given a trigger warning before the video, right? Sorry. But trigger warning because Gypsy talks about dildos. And so I know I don't want to talk about it. And I'm sure you don't want to talk about it, but it's part of what she posted on Facebook. And so I just wanted to bring this out because the theme of this is we're going to talk about straight out of context. Barb did some excellent videos in the last few days on these girlfriends. And so if you haven't watched those, go over there. Let me give her another shout out because she is the one that really has been doing a lot of great work on this. Barb, straight out of context. You'll find the link to her channel in my description box. She has generously shared this new information with me. And so, and she's also made some great videos about it, about Nick's girlfriends. Kind of surprising that there were 3 main ex-girlfriends, but yeah, he was talking to upwards of 6 or 7, 8, I don't know, women. If you go through all of these, it's a lot of pages to go through. I've gone through as much as I can before the live. But let me get to this first part here of Gypsy. Some of the things that I was just cringe. Okay. Yes. On the right-hand side there, Gypsy did put up Star Wars dildos. She, no, not these pictures. I found those pictures because I was like, what the hell is a Star Wars inspired lightsaber dildo, clear antibacterial silagel appendage? The lightsaber handle is 5 inches in length and made. LOL, so cool. LOL. This is what she was talking about. That's the picture that came up when I Googled it. Yep. That's something I'm going to talk about in front of my sons. Obviously, I hope my sons don't watch this video. Very embarrassing to have to talk about a lot of this stuff, right? But there you have it. Trigger warning on this. And to go along with these, I have a couple of messages here. And I'm going to be, during the rest of this live stream, I'm going to be piecing together different things, bringing them together. You'll see what I mean as I get to it. But here in the middle, Gypsy writes to Nick, if I started moaning sexually out of the blue in public, would it embarrass you or turn you on? Nick says, dear, it matters on the scenario. Yes, you said we would be out in, and then stops. Okay. Now, I want to remind you guys also up here in the top, these are the text messages just before the crime where she is also talking about well, I'll just read it. Will you give me my first orgasm soon, my love? Will you finger me on the bus? I desire pleasure too, hun. Well, I'm going to, I can't see what it says. Oh no. And then she says, well, I'm going to touch you, hun. Maybe, I may be naughty on the bus, just depends on the moment, depends on how naughty. So he's kind of like, not like, yes, yes, yes. He's kind of like, well, kind of moments, kind of depends on the moment. Like he's not really wanting to do that, which most people don't want to do that. Right. And I'm not shaming anyone that likes to do that in public. I don't know if that's legal or not, but you get my point. My point here is that she has always said that he was the overly sexual one. He was the one that was wanting to do all these weird sexualized things. And the more that we get into this, the more we're seeing it's not. In fact, through these girlfriends, through their messages, we're going to learn some pretty important things about that topic. So right there, two places where she is wanting to do any inappropriate sexual stuff out in public, and he's kind of like, okay, maybe, not really into it. All right. Now, most of you know that Nick had a very good friend named Allie Noble, and she is a woman, yes, and she was like one of his close confidants. And partly in these messages, as Barb has gone over before, that she knew about the murder, which is shocking to me. And I'm going to show you why it's shocking. And it is a little perplexing. All right. So here we've got Allie and Nick corresponding. And he's talking about something. I forwarded to you again. And he's talking about this, explaining something about Gypsy. Okay. Who changed their mind? I am really confused now. LOL. He says Gypsy did. Hold on. He says Gypsy did. Then he says, and then she says, okay, about killing her mom. You see that? Okay, about killing her mom. Allie knows about it. The date of this is a whole year before the murder. So this is May 16th, 2014. We know Dee Dee is murdered in June 2015. This is a whole year prior. The next part, I think we've had these messages before, but now we have the context of all of these. Nick then says to her, yes, she said she wants to see how our original plan goes first, with me meeting her and her mom and such. And I guess she said wanted to only do it as a last resort, sis. So I guess I'll be meeting her and her mom still first before that idea was to ever happen. Okay, let me put that to the stage. Sorry, guys. So that is a big revelation that this friend of his, a year before it ever happened, knew about it and did not come forward. I get the sense, and I'm not making excuses for Allie Noble, but I get the sense that I don't know if she is, I get the sense she's not very mature. Let me put it that way. And that she really kind of idolizes Nick. He calls her sis, and she is like always there for him. And so, yeah, but she did know. And obviously we all know that murdering someone is wrong. And you would hope that somebody would try to alert somebody before something like that happened. But here is what's really weird, because the night of the murder, Allie and Gypsy are messaging on Facebook again. And it's weird because Allie is talking like the murder isn't going to happen. So maybe we're missing some context from a year ago when this conversation happened with Nick, and now we're fast forwarding to the night of the murder. Let me get that. Okay, here it is. So then the night of the murder, this is June 10th. That's UTC time, which is 1:30. So it's 1:30 in the morning on June 10th. This is approximately, as we can best guess, according to all of the FOIA information, about an hour or so before the actual murder is the best guess through the FOIA information. Not my guess, but I'm talking about the Greene County Sheriff's Department. And so it's kind of weird how this conversation goes now, knowing that Allie knew at a year prior that the murder was going to happen. And she says, "Hey, are you with Nick right now?" This is like an hour before the murder. "Hey, are you with Nick right now?" Gypsy writes, "Soon. We will meet up. I'm going to his hotel." Wink, wink. What? Then Allie says, it doesn't make sense. What is going to happen when your mom finds out? And Gypsy says, "She kicked me out. That's why he's here to escort me back to Wisconsin." Now, guys, what Gypsy is telling her was going to be their story, right? If they were questioned. Remember, the story was going to be, "I don't know what happened to my mom. He came to get me. My mom kicked me out, and he came to take me to Wisconsin. And I don't know what happened to my mom." So basically, Gypsy is feeding Allie the story. Now, is this what Allie thinks is true now? Or does Allie just not saying what she knows? I don't know. Only Allie can speak to that, right? Only Allie can speak to that. And I do have some information about Allie. I know that she was ill. This is information I just got today. That when COVID hit, she got pretty ill and she had some complications. And that, according to people that are, and this is from a friend of hers that is emailing me. According to a friend of hers, I just got this information, like I said today, that she is, quote unquote, having memory problems. That's what this friend is saying. Now, I was very kind in my emails because obviously when I found out that Allie, knew about this, I reckoned that possibly a lot of people would try to maybe get in touch with her, right, with this new information. And I wanted to extend myself to say, hey, if she wants to talk to anyone, let me know. And, I was being super kind and super gentle. But this friend of hers told me that Allie was pretty sick during COVID. So I thought I'd just pass that information along to you guys. Okay. So Gypsy says she kicked me out. And Nick is here to escort me. And then Allie says, where are you right now? I think it's supposed to be, where are you right now? I got to move your guys' comments. Hold on. Where are you right now? And Gypsy says, at a friend's. Of course, we know that's false because we have the IP address of where Gypsy's at that time. If you see right there, the IP address is the same address as the pink house. So she's not at a friend's. And then Allie says, okay, cool. So just kind of interesting. Not sure what Allie knew or what Allie didn't know. But there, I thought I would give you guys that information. Of course, this is all based on the newly released information, Facebook messages that come straight from Greene County. Okay. Here's another part to this also that happened on June 9th. This is Allie again. You guys have seen this before, but I thought I would just include it in this presentation as this is the same timeline. So we're in the same time frame. So I thought I would just include it. Is her mom cool with everything at this point? This is so the messages I just showed you was at 1:30 on the 10th. This is 3:00 in the afternoon on the 9th. So several hours prior, this is Nick and Allie now talking. So several hours prior. Is her mom all cool with everything at this point? Nick says, no, not really, because, well, she almost got kicked out of her mom's house. Now he's saying she almost got kicked out, and Gypsy tells her, I did get kicked out, right? She only saved it because she still hasn't gotten done packing all her things, sis. Since honestly, her relationship with her mom seems broken, since I guess these two argue every day. How does she plan to get out of the house to go home with you? Well, you already know her secret. She doesn't need her chair. She can walk. So she'll probably just either sneak out or something like that. And then Allie says, oh, I see. Okay. So hard to tell what Allie knew and what Allie didn't know, but we know at one time again that she knew about the plan. And I'm sure she at least suspected, right? She had to at least suspect that this thing about being kicked out might not have been the truth. And that's why she was actually kept messaging Nick and then checking in with Gypsy. She was probably worried. And yeah, she should have gone to authorities, and well, that's a whole other discussion, right? Okay, we're going to move on now to some of these girlfriends of Nick's. With very interesting. A lot of these emails really are not emails, Facebook messages really reveal a lot about how Gypsy changed Nick. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and start with Beth. One of the exes is named Beth. And I wanted to bring out some other, like you see the police report there, because these messages with Beth occur on 4/22/2015. And we know that the police report, right, happens on 3 days before then, or 4 days before then. So 4 days before these messages are happening with Nick, Dee Dee is calling the police about missing stolen prescription drugs, right? And stolen cash. Just to keep that in mind, so we can keep all of these different things in context here. So this first part here is Nick. Again, this is kind of graphic, but it's important that we go over this. I'm going to take your comments off again because of how Gypsy talks about how Nick is the one who brought all of this. He was into all of this BDSM and sexual dominance before he ever knew her. We can say now, when we look at the stuff with these girlfriends, I don't know if he was into it himself, but he did not ever exhibit that in any of his previous relationships. The first one says, he's talking, it's mid kind of discussion here, so forgive me. He says, except anal. He's talking about Gypsy, talking about their sexual relationship. He says, except anal, which I already told you she hasn't had yet, since she isn't aware of how she'll like it, since some girls like it and others don't. Beth, previous girlfriend, says, oh, I didn't know you were into that. I didn't know you were into that. And he says, Nick says, yep, you didn't know my true dominant side of me. I was going to show you when I thought you were ready, but after I realized how easily I scared you off, I knew it was going to take a natural submissive like the one I am with to keep up with me. And well, I am glad I am doing all I am to keep her, even though she is going overboard for me. Now, this is April. This is just 2 months before the murder. Okay. So when he's saying, all I'm going to have to do to keep her. Okay. So police report, these messages are going on. A few other things are going on too. You'll see. This is still Beth. Your version, she's talking. Beth is talking to Nick. Your version of lovey-dovey was you practically dragging me home from that party instead of walking me home. Your version was putting your arm around me and squeezing so tightly that it was hard for me to move. Okay, so what does this tell us? Well, that in her estimation, was he, and let me read all of it and then I'll tell you what I think. And you tell me what you think. Well, that is what you got from it. In truth, I'm a bit different now. I mean, I have similarities to how you knew me, but I would carry the person I am currently with home if that is what it took to get her home after a party. But like I said, I have changed in certain ways, but in other ways, I'm still very much the same. She says, either way, listen to this. Either way, you hit your head on my headboard over and over again because I didn't want you to cuddle with me after we got to my room. You scared the shit out of me. This psychologically, to me, in my humble opinion, just my opinion, no one else's, okay, is showing that he's acting like a toddler, not like a dominant, not like somebody that's going to beat the crap out of you. He's actually hurting himself, banging his head against a headboard because this girl or woman didn't want to cuddle with him. Does this sound like the scary monster that made her do these things, make these videos? This sounds like a frustrated autistic man who wanted to cuddle, but didn't lash out at her, didn't hit her, didn't come for her, instead self-harmed himself. He was so frustrated, he harmed himself, right? It scared her. He says, yeah, like I said, I'm different. And actually, you didn't see a side of me that the woman I am with now knows about. And it still didn't scare her off because it's called true love, Laura. He calls, I think her name really is Laura, but she goes in this Facebook is under the name Beth. It's kind of confusing, I know, but he calls her Laura. And so I think he feels embarrassed here when she brought that up. And so he's kind of saying, yeah, but the one I'm with now, you know, she knows all about me and I don't scare her off because it's true love. And that's what he actually thought. That's what he actually thought. He was actually manipulated to believe. The manipulation gets really thick here as we go on. Now, a few other things here that I want to bring up context-wise with Beth. So Beth here again, this is now, we're going to go back in time now. In fact, let me check my notes, make sure that I'm not missing anything here about Beth. No, I don't think so. Okay. So this now we're back in time. We're back in 2013. Go back to 2013 and Beth and Nick are talking. And Beth says, the reason why you and I didn't work out is because we weren't meant to be. That means a lot to me. And then he says, that means a lot to me coming from an ex. Even though I know you moved on, Laura, I just hope that your life stays joyful and I hope we can stay friends now. I felt this exchange was very telling. Then she doesn't say anything. And then he says, Laura, please let me know. So what is he begging her for? Laura, please tell me, please let me know. He wants her to be friends with him. And it's important to him. Right? Laura, please let me know. And then she writes, well, I think that might be a possibility. We can be friends. I thought it was interesting. It showed a real vulnerable side of him, right? That he really needed to get some comfort from this previous girlfriend. Hey, can we be friends? And then when she doesn't answer right away, he's like, Laura, please let me know. It shows that he doesn't have real emotional maturity. He's a man at this point, right? But this isn't how a man would really talk. This is very almost childlike, you know, please let me be, can we be friends? Will you be my friend? That kind of a thing, you know? And I thought it was interesting to note because while he is like feeling vulnerable to this Beth person, I felt like, what were there any videos that went on around that time? And yes, the one video that kind of came around this time was this really weird one that you guys know about. I'm going to play just a clip from it just to give kind of context to what was going on here when he is conversing with Beth, again, ex-girlfriend. We've got this video coming from Gypsy around the same time. Oh, and excuse the echo on these, because remember I told you about Keekins and I didn't fix the audio until right before I went live. So there's kind of an echo, a weird echo. So just ignore that if you can.
You asked me to make this video. I'm so sorry that I've been such a horrible girlfriend. I'm so sorry that I've made so many mistakes. But please, don't take Nick away from me. You have no idea what it's like to find your soulmate and then be faced with almost losing them. I can't.
So this is around the same time, early 2013. He's conversing with Beth, and this is a video that happens around that same time. So their relationship, and I'm going to show you as we go through these things, you're going to see up until the point of this real roller coaster right at the end that she put Nick on. And I'm going to show you through the Facebook messages how, especially right before the murder, she was just really doing some manipulation. And we're going to see it through his Facebook messages with his confidant, Allie. We're going to get to that in a minute. So interesting that this is this video of her crying. Nick's broken up with her. There's a lot of problems, but basically their relationship is constantly a roller coaster like that. Okay. So we've got that. Now, we're going to move on in time here to another woman named Caitlin, who is another one of Nick's ex-girlfriends. Caitlin, actually, she's the one that, I got to put your guys' comments back on. Caitlin actually at this point is a mother. She actually sends Nick a picture of herself after she gave birth to her first child. I think she's got 2 children, but they get back in touch, and some interesting things of note come out through their messages also. Now, the dates on this, again, this is 5/13, 5/14. So this is approximately a month before the murder happens. And it seems like, as Barb pointed out in her videos, it seems like Nick is reaching out to different people right before the murder, especially these ex-girlfriends, reaching out maybe to be stopped. He keeps talking about his dark side in these messages. You'll see it gets very dark in what he's saying. And sadly, none of them really could read between the lines, or if they did, they didn't do anything about it. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. And then we're going to look at the videos that kind of go along with these too, which are pretty interesting. Okay, so yes, me having Gypsy break up with me changed me. I'll admit I'm a cold person now. She writes, Caitlin writes, I know that you really aren't a cold person. I'm not easily fooled. Yeah, I'll admit, if you were part of what changed, you were part of what changed me, but it was a small part, not the major. Gypsy was the major part that changed me forever. So yes, you have no reason to come here, and I wouldn't care if you didn't. If you did, I wouldn't care if any of my exes did. I'm done with love. She says, wasn't expecting you to care to begin with, but without having met me, you wouldn't have met Gypsy either. No, I meant to meet her. I believe in fate, even though the closest one to ever being my soulmate still had the guts to break up with me so coldly. He's talking about her, Caitlin, the closest thing to ever being my soulmate. This person, Caitlin, really wounded him. It seems like, if you read through all of them, she broke up with him. I guess that is why it changed me, because I fought with my every fiber of being to keep her, and it still wasn't enough. But that's history at this point. And besides, if all I need is entertainment and sex to be happy, then that's all I will shoot for, whether it is using a woman for sex and finding multiple ways to be entertained, then it shall be. Sorry, let me move this. I'm just glad that I'm away from Washington because that's where my past is. She talks about being from Washington and some kind of drama that's going on in her life there. Now, this is where it gets interesting also. Yes, Nick is still talking to Caitlin. Yes, me having okay, I read that part. Sorry. Move on to the on the right. LOL, you mean I used to not be a cold person? They say about those that they love the most, changing them forever, whether it's a female or a male, it still doesn't matter what gender, I guess, to experience the truth behind it. You may say you don't believe that. I am a cold person now, but well, again, I don't care if you believe me. It's just a chain of events that I caused in the past. Caitlin says, it's just a chain of events that I caused in the past. Now, here's the interesting part. Yeah, I'll admit it. You were part of what changed me forever, but not the major. It was Gypsy. Oh, I already read that part. Sorry. So just re-emphasizing that, I guess. Sorry. There's another part here that's really interesting. This part. Okay. On the right-hand side, Caitlin, even though I used your name in respect, I wouldn't hesitate to kill you. He's talking to Caitlin. Again, this is about a month before the murder. I'm not joking. That is actually why I don't want you to come here. I don't want to have to think about getting rid of a body. I don't want to go through the trouble. So please don't come here. So he's basically saying this. He's got all these run-on sentences and they're very laborious to read. Let me just cut to the chase. Basically what he's saying here is I am on the dark side now. And anyone that comes near me, my exes, could be in danger because I wouldn't hesitate to kill. He is fully now a month before the murder. And I'm going to show you why I think this actually happened, actually how the real manipulation happened here in a minute. But he is now fully given himself over to the dark side, what he calls the dark side. And it's really sad. He's just like, he is resigned now that this is his fate, that he's got to do this murder. And at other points, he says, and I'll show you where he says, I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison. He acknowledges that fact. He also tells her, I'm never going to have children. I think I have those clips here somewhere also that we'll get to. Okay. Take that down. Okay, I'm going to get to this in a minute. I'm screen sharing this. Sorry. Okay, let's get to the next one here. Okay, this is Caitlin. So this little picture, I kind of blurred out her face there. That's Caitlin. That's the picture she sent him where she is in the hospital after giving birth. And this is where it gets kind of dark, where he's talking very dark. See, you are still a good person. I don't care about boundaries. I don't care about standards. Since I gave up on love, that stuff means nothing to me. It sounds like you are taking my warning seriously. He means his warning that he's going to kill her, because I don't want to be responsible for any of my ex's deaths, even though I know any of them came to me, I would probably kill them all except Gypsy. I can't bring myself to try to kill her. My soul is still hers. My body is still hers. She is the only one I couldn't get myself to kill, damn it. The struggle pisses me off. I've been through more pain than you can even imagine, and I wouldn't trade it for anything either. I was awake. This is Caitlin talking. I was awake for the birth of my youngest child, and the epidural wasn't fully in effect. So here, when she's talking like this, I don't know if she's grasping exactly what he is saying, because he's talking about killing everybody. He's talking about killing her. He's talking about killing everybody, his exes, but he can't kill Gypsy. And she comes back with, I've been through more pain than you can even imagine. I wouldn't trade it for anything either. I was awake for the birth of my youngest child, and the epidural wasn't fully in effect. So it's, there's like kind of a disconnect here I'm feeling with this young lady. it just seems that she is not grasping what he's saying. Um, Nick says, I thought you didn't care. I didn't ask for your pity. I'm just stating, I know that I'm going to die in prison someday. That's all. I know it's my future. Now, I think you would ask, why do you say you're going to die in prison, right? Why are you saying that? But no one, these three exes don't grasp. And maybe it's because, you really don't think someone's going to seriously go murder somebody, right? I don't know. But if someone's saying they're going to do something like that and is talking like this, well, I think maybe you might believe them, It goes on. You never cared about me. That he really, really was hurt by what really comes out in these messages out of all the three exes to me. He was most wounded by this, Caitlin. You never cared about me. That is why I don't believe that advice was valid, Caitlin. Well, before I turn fully dark, I guess I'll use the last bit of good of me to say, even though we had good times, plenty of them, though we had plenty of struggles, even though I did, and then it cuts off. And then down here is the other part that was very telling. I've got it highlighted. So please be a good mother to your children. I know I won't have any. I know I won't have any. We're going to take a break in a minute, guys, but let's just go ahead and finish up with this. This is okay. Well, this is actually with another girlfriend. Let me go ahead and hold off on that before we get to Megan, because the stuff with Megan is also very interesting. And then we're going to switch back to the 2 weeks right before the murder and what he and Allie were saying to each other. And you're going to see how Gypsy was so manipulative in these messages. You're going to, even though she's not in the messages, what he's saying, you're going to go, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's almost like, well, she had 2 years to study him, to know him, right? And it was kind of like, well, you'll see when we get to that point. Let me not belabor the point, but I want to get to some more of your guys' comments here. We're through the halfway point here. All right, guys, let's see. Pumpkins, yeah, so that Kikins, yeah. Okay, here we go from Bella Dana. You guys, I think maybe I don't want to say, because sometimes your email names are different from your YouTube names, right? And if I'm wrong, I think that maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to say. Well, I'm talking about my little icon, somebody that the artist that did that. I know this might be her, but it might not be her. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, member for 9 months, Bella Dana. Happy Saturday. I'm glad you liked it is you. Avatar looks good on here. It was from, look, see, I knew it. You guys give her a thank you. My new little avatar for my channel. She is the artist that made it. And so graciously gifted me with that. Thank you so much, Bella Dana. You're truly an artist. Really love it. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And thank you for being a member for 9 months. Mishy Cat, member for 1 month. A new person on the truth train. I love it. Hey, Becca and Mitch. So glad to tune into another live. You two are just wonderful. Happy Valentine's Day to you both. Sending all my love. Thank you, Mishy Cat. We really appreciate you guys being here. Mitch, we've got a little issue in our family right now that he is having to do some babysitting today. So that didn't work out, kind of a family issue, but we have made our new little studio and he will definitely be in on our videos and on our lives going forward. So you guys can look forward to that, I hope. Okay. Next up, we got Desi Digitalis, member for 1 month. OG viewer member here for my no nonsense auntie. Well, thank you. I'm so glad. I am so honored to be called that. Thank you. We got Hello Starlight, another OG good friend of mine, member for 9 months. Gypsy loves husky play. She does. She loves the husky play. Yeah, she wants a tail. We all know it. We all know she likes the furries. We all know it. Thanks, Starlight. Pony Slave, pound and 99 pence, I think it's how you say it. Hi, Becca. Hi, chat. Sending lots of love from Devon in the UK. Thank you for staying up, Pony Slave. Appreciate the donation. Thank you so much, and glad that you're here. And of course, up we got Susan OG. Yep, no ring Blanchard. It's sad. It's sad. Yep. We got Fox and Faye gifted one. Well, thank you, Fox and Faye gifted one Becca Scoop membership. Really appreciate that so much, Fox and Faye. Morty 9865 coming in with $4.99. It's oh my goodness. It's Morty, happy birthday. It's my birthday today, and I'm happy to spend some of it here with my fellow truthers. Becca, thank you for all you do. Happy Valentine's Day, you all. Thank you, Morty. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here and spending your special day with us. And happy birthday. Okay. And Fox and Faye coming in with 5 Becca Scoops memberships. Thank you so much, Fox and Faye. Very generous of you. We got Rudex coming in at $4.99. Jip and Ken just wadding in the snow is absolutely killing me, right? I mean, it is like that video. All it was them like walking around in the snow, being on the sled with the dogs, right? And Gypsy going, I got a coffee maker in my room, and we got a little tiny bed where Ken sleeps. I got a drink like the Aurora Borealis. End of video. Yeah, really engaging. It was just riveting video. All right, Runex, thank you. We got Mishi Cat, $5. I don't enjoy the suffering of others except for maybe Gypsy. Please, Ken, don't do it. Don't trap yourself further by proposing to this gremlin. Yeah, I may be wrong. I mean, maybe he did propose on the trip, but you would think, I mean, knowing Gypsy, she's been hinting at this forever. It's her lifelong goal. It's her lifelong obsession. If it happened, wouldn't it have been filmed? Wouldn't it have been videoed? She's that kind of person, right? She would want to shove it in everyone's face, right? So I think it's still no ring Blanchard. Yeah, and you'll see I got some little things I made. You'll see. We've got Mireille 5822, $1.99. Imagine he turned around and she dressed like Demona. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that is so funny. Can you imagine he turns around and she's got like the long gloves on with like the red dress and the red wig, and she's looking at him like, I'm Ruby, I'm Demona. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that is hysterical. I would love that for him. I really would. At Sylvia X, well, that's a long name, Sylvia. I'm just going to call you Sylvia. Sylvia, member for 2 months. Thank you, Sylvia. The chemistry between these two is non-existent, right? Just, it's like brother and sister, right? Hey, get up from the snow. Get on up. Let's go. I mean, he is not into her. I don't think I'm saying anything that nobody doesn't know. He is not into her. Okay. All right. Next up at New York Nurse 5150, $4.99. She's changing into Wolfram Ken. Run. I know, right? That's why when I saw them in the snow, I thought of that Twilight scene. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the scene where they're like in that fight and they're beating up each other and killing each other. I mean, all right. At Arctic Romantic 1991, I can't believe they put her on the back with her low muscle tone, right? Well, she couldn't admit it, could she? You know, she needs to stop denying the deletion. LOL. Next up, we've got Carolina Girl 75. Maggie is the wig. LOL. Maggie is the wig. Okay. All right. Thank you for clarifying, Carolina Girl. At Stephen Arnett 9334 $2 super sticker. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, you've been around this community for a long time too. Thank you. Glad to see you. We got at Poncho 47, same home movie as before, right? Same. It's not intriguing. Okay. It's just not. At Marcel Harding, $3, I think it's New Zealand money, maybe, super sticker. And Marcel, I've been seeing you a lot in chat and around. Welcome. I know you've been here for a while, and thank you so much. Don't know what time it is where you're at. I'm sure it's late, and I appreciate you being here, Marcel. Thank you. We got at Citizen Janks, $5. I bet Kenny was paid handsomely for this romantic trip. Hashtag Scoops Troops. Love it. Thank you so much at Citizen Jinx. Love that comment. We got at Lou Rain, 1983, $2. She is chasing him. She has done a voiceover. Probably. Next up, we got Ms. Bartaneus or Bartaneus, member for 1 month. Becca, sorry I'm late to the live. I've had the flu. Oh, okay. Stay warm, drink a lot of fluids, do all the things, a lot of vitamin C, and get better. And glad you've made it. Glad you're here. Good to see you. We got Jill B, 3072, 13.99 Canadian dollars. I appreciate all the Truth Train members and movement. Absolutely. I appreciate them too. We've really got a great community here. So many great people. And you guys are the community and you guys are the Truth Train. All right. Next up, we got Ms. Bartaneus again, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And please get well. Take care of yourself. Okay, sorry. Same one. And we got Vanity in Darkness 25, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Vanity. Thank you for being here and happy Valentine's Day. We got Cynthia Shockley 204, $10 super sticker. Oh, Cynthia, you're so generous. Thank you so much. She's somebody that's emails me. She's well, I won't say who she is because I don't want to dox her, but she is helping out with stuff, and I appreciate you being here, Cynthia. At Preeks 76, 10 pounds. I made it to my first live, Becca. Oh, welcome. I'm excited for you. Thank you for being here. I've been watching your content since day one. Wow. Thank you so much for all you and Mitch do for the truth community. Love from Cambridgeshire, UK. Hashtag Scoop the Truth. I like that hashtag too. Very cool. Well, thanks for making your first live. And thank you so much for being with our channel since day one. That means so much to Mitch and I, Pumpkins, Keekins, Maisie, and all of us. We really appreciate it. And thank you for staying up so late to be live with us. That's awesome. We got Jamie Heidi, 5323, $1.99 super sticker. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for being here too. And at S Somniac 61, 5 pounds. I'm happy to stay up late to listen to the latest news on GRB. Keep the truth train going. Absolutely. At Omaslove, member for 6 months. Happy Valentine's Day. Becca and Mitch, appreciate you both. Thank you, Omas, and thank you for being here. Really appreciate you being a Truth Train member for 6 months. It means a lot to us. Next up, we got Forest Friend. $9.99 super sticker. Wow, Forest Friend, thank you so much. You're an OG in this community too, and appreciate you being here. Let's do a couple more and we'll get back to the show. Becca, always here for you. You're the best. Well, thank you, Rachel Wilson. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are an OG too. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And Marcellery, $2. Where's the baby? Urker family vacay and no baby. Yeah, a lot of mothers have a really hard time, even with a 1-year-old, to leave for a week. That's scary, right? I mean, if you did have to go somewhere for work or something, but if you really didn't have to take that vacation, wouldn't you just? That's the kind of vacation you work for years to go on. If you're middle class. If you're really rich, yeah, you can. Yeah, why not go on it, right? I don't think they're really rich. I just think she has to have this fairy tale with Ken. And so she's willing to just dump all of the money they have, which they should be saving for something, right? As a new couple, she's just willing to dump it all on this vacation. And now try to monetize with her stupid little video, right? Yeah, to get money back for they just dumped 10 grand on that vacation, which, no parent would tell you to do, like, no, you just had a baby. You guys are a new couple. He's working like a dog. You don't have money to burn. That's when you have money to burn, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's take a couple more here. Okay. Hydrium. I think that's Norwegian $30 super sticker. Thank you so much. And I wanted to say, speaking of the Scandinavian countries, our friend Diana over in the Netherlands, I got an update. They had to take her back into surgery. An infection got into her bone. No, thankfully, they still did not have to amputate her leg. She didn't have to go back to ICU. So that is a really wonderful development, that she didn't have to go back to the ICU. She's in the step down unit still. So we're keeping abreast of Diana. She's still hanging in there. So you guys keep her in your good thoughts, if you will. In fact, the person that wrote me from the medical team wrote that when Diana woke up from the surgery, one of the first things she said was, "Oh, did anyone from the Truth Train or did Becca, have they messaged me?" I mean, that is so sweet. It means so much to her. And so that's why I want to keep you guys abreast of her condition. So Diana's still going. She still, has a ways to go. Had a little setback there with the surgery she had to have, but yeah, let's keep, if you pray for her. And if not a praying person, then, please keep her in your thoughts. All right, guys, let's get back to some of this crazy stuff here we have to go over. All right. Where'd we leave off? We left off with the third girlfriend, who is Megan. Now, Nick gets kind of randy with Megan. Yeah, he's like a player with Megan, go over some of that. But there also are some other things that are quite telling to have to do with Megan. Okay, so this is Megan, that he gets really, really wants to be with Megan, is cheating on Gypsy with Megan, basically. Not physically. I don't think they physically get together, as far as I can tell. But he at some points here, I'll show you, he is wants to do it with her, basically, and is saying, "Hey, girl," he's kind of Nick is trying to be a player with her. All right. So up here, he says, she says, "Guys keep hurting me. They like me. Then the next time saying they won't work out on dating after one fucking night, I'm going to give up, I swear." And I'll just say, for me, reading through Megan's stuff, she talks about being a cutter. So you know what a cutter is. So trigger warning on that part of it. She self-harms, basically. She seems to have a lot of issues with depression and kind of like what we call a labile, since I can't diagnose anyone, a labile personality. That's someone that gives highs and lows. Some people think that's bipolar. Some people think that's borderline. I don't know, Megan. I've only read a few messages from her, so no way can I even give an opinion on her at all. But the one opinion I have about her is that she's labile in these messages. Okay. Nick writes, "Megan, quit saying that. You keep running to me because I was the only ex that ever treated you right. And not only that, but if I was ever to take you back," listen to this, guys. "If I was to ever take you back in the future, you feel as if I was the only one to make you feel like a woman." Yes, I know I am reading. This is funny because remember how Mitch. Oh my God, I'm calling Nick Mitch. Okay, no. This is funny because Nick here, how he pretends like he can read minds. He really is big on telling people he can read minds. And so here he says, "Yes, I know I am reading your mind. It's okay that I am doing that. Just know, though, that if I really meant that much to you, that it would be wise to never push me away, only to try to get closer to me if you ever want me to be all yours." Say what? This is March 19th, 2014, right in the middle of his relationship with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. He is telling his ex, if you want to get with me, if you want to be with me, he is offering it. Okay. Now, he says, "I'll just ask you about it and see if you are that kind of woman who could handle it or not. Do you know what BDSM is?" Now, let's pause here for a moment, shall we? Let's pause here for a moment. This is his ex-girlfriend. He's asking his ex-girlfriend, do you know what BDSM is? What does that tell you guys? What does that tell you guys? He wasn't doing BDSM with these women. Mm-mm. He was not. Okay. So not until he met Gypsy, and I know most of us have always believed that, but here is like finally definitive proof. Not just Dan Glidewell saying it now, which, well, Dan Glidewell couldn't talk about Nick's relationships, right? Here are his past relationships. Here are his 3 major past relationships, all in some way. And I've read through most of the messages, all in some way. He is talking about how he wasn't into this before, but now he's into this now. Okay. These are, again, let me give you the date on these. These are written in August of 2014. Okay. A couple other tidbits here that are interesting. Oh, this is kind of funny. Okay, well, I was just making sure that because one thing that did turn me off was the fact that you did cheat on me. I know you were being naive when you did it because I know how a Virgo is supposed to be since I am an expert on the zodiac signs. So here again, why did I highlight that? Why did I highlight that Nick is saying I'm an expert on the zodiac signs? Why am I saying that? One thing I noticed in how Nick talks to these girlfriends, how he talks to them, what's very important to him. And at one point, he even says, you know, I'm more intelligent than you, right? He wants, I think he is, I don't know if he still is, but at this time, he was very cognizant of his, he wanted to seem more smart than he was. And it made him feel good if people think he wanted the kudos for being smart. Like, I am intelligent, you know? And so I'm pointing out this, I'm an expert on the zodiac. It's these little telltale signs that and then you get Gypsy, right? Then you have Gypsy who is willing to recognize that because she's a master manipulator, right? And feed into that and play the little girl. Oh, daddy, I don't know. What do you know? You've taught me so much, daddy. You've taught me. See, they say the one thing that is the most powerful aphrodisiac in the world is power, is feeling powerful, right? It's not feeling lustful, powerful. And so she made him feel powerful. She knew what to do. All right. And then Megan says, oh, I'm so sorry for cheating on you. And then he says, I wanted you to repeat yourself. Believe me, I would made you, Megan, but that's another thing. I have gotten into a darker sexual activity that I'm not sure if you would be able to handle. Since if you were with me, it would be challenging for you to handle that if you weren't into that kind of stuff. What? Again, I have gotten into a darker sexual activity. Meaning, when he was with her, he wasn't into that. So no, he wasn't into that with his girlfriends. Now, did Gypsy introduce this to him, or had he been dabbling in it but didn't bring it into his relationships? That's a question, right? But this we know for sure now. He was not doing this dominant bullshit, that stuff with his exes. Like how Gypsy wants to portray him as being so into it that this was his thing. When they got together, boom, right away, this was his thing. This is how it was going to be. And it's like, why are all of his exes like, know nothing about that? Like, I didn't know you were into anal. The one chick, right? You're into that? And then this one, he's telling her, look, I've gotten into some other darker sexual activity, meaning stuff I wasn't into when we were together. And the same thing with the prior one, right? We read that, the same kind of a message to her. He's saying, do you know what BDSM is? And actually, when he asked that question to her, I didn't have time to put this together, but that girl, is that the Beth? I think that's Beth. It's either Caitlin or Beth. One of them, I can't remember, that he asked the BDSM question to. And I think it's Beth. And she says, no. And then he goes on to explain it, right? They weren't into it. They didn't even know what it was. So, okay, there we go. All right. So, let me see. Is there one more here? Yeah, I want to bring up this one. So, this again is with Megan. This Megan who he tries to actually get with. You're going to see other messages where he's like, he gets all randy and playful, like sexually with her, can the man who would try to make your dreams come true? Oh, this is it actually. So here he is coming on to her. Here he is. Gypsy, Nick was cheating on you, at least in these messages. Can the man who would try to make your dreams come true in bed ask one thing of you though, baby? Yes, baby. Ask away, says Megan. This is smack dab in the middle of their relationship, right? And so I wanted to see what was going on with Gypsy at this time, and I'll show you what was going on with her. When we do get to do it, will you please do it with me? And this is interesting too. And Barb, again, straight out of context, pointed this out first. Listen to how he says it here. When we do get to do it, will you please, this is Nick, will you please do it with me like you mean it? That means if we are sexual, you do it with me like you mean it. So it feels truly fulfilling, and I'll promise to do my part to my full potential, dear back. And she says, yes, I'd love to, baby. This kind of talk, the way, and of course, run-on sentences, hard to read his writing. But basically, what he's saying here is nothing like, I'm going to be a dominant. I'm going to punish you. I'm going to make you wear a collar. Would you? No, he's like, will you please do it? It's kind of a loving, like a romantic. Will you please do it with me? Like, so it feels truly fulfilling. Truly fulfilling. Okay. So they're talking on March 28th, 2014. And they started messaging on March 19th, 2014. Well, what was going on besides this? Besides, he's coming on, he's basically cheating on Gypsy, right? Well, about a couple weeks or 10 days before he's messaging with Megan, Gypsy has this video that she gives to him. Let's take a look at this.
Gypsy Rose. I am making you this video because you are no longer my master.
Wait, there's something else about this. I'm sorry, you guys. When I put together all this information, I want to get everything right here. This is Gypsy's farewell video, 417. Yeah. Okay. No, this one actually, sorry guys. Let me put this in context. This video, let me take it off for a minute. This video, sorry. This video was made the same day as the police report. Well, the police actually, it's made the same day as what Dee Dee reported the theft. Dee Dee reports the theft on April 17th, 2015. The cops come out the next day. Okay. Here is what Gypsy was recording the day before the police report. So this is the day, April 17th, 2015. is probably the day she stole the medication and she stole the money. And here is the video. Well, it's a modified date of the video, but probably is the day. Let's listen to what she was saying on that day.
You have given me away. So this is a very somber goodbye video. Goodbye doesn't mean really goodbye forever, but goodbye is in goodbye to you having been my master. You have taught me things these past, I'd say, two and a few months, years. Though I am happy, so very happy you have taught me and you're giving me and have given me to my new master, which is my soulmate, my wonderful, wonderful soulmate. And
Okay, so this is a farewell video. So what's going on here, right? He is actually at this same time, she starts crying here. Wait, let's just listen to this a minute. This is the beginning of the roller coaster. So this is April. She's stealing the drugs. She's stealing money, right? I think she is going to now really wants him to do the crime, right? Really wants it. And so I'm going to show you this video and then I'm going to show you the Facebook messages between him and Allie where he is just not understanding what's going on with her one day to the next. It's just like she gets him on this roller coaster. This crying bullshit and all of this is going on the same time as the police report and the same time as he is texting or not texting but messaging with Beth.
tell me. I mean, there's still so much I can learn from you. And we can have magical times together too. And I'm sure you might feel something for me as your former slave. I just love you and I adore you so much. And everything you've done for me. And everything you've done for me has brought me to where I'm able to be a woman for Nick. And I'll never be able to thank you enough for that. You made me the woman that I'm supposed to be, and you got this to this point where I'm my soulmate slave, and
Like, what happened? Why did she have to make a farewell video? There's all these different weird, right? I mean, what does this even mean? What is going on here? What is she doing? Right? So who he was talking to at that time is this Beth. He's talking to Beth. That video is April 17th. The police report is April 18th. These messages with Beth are April 22nd. And I think he's trying to see maybe to get out of it. Maybe will Beth come back? You know, I don't know. You know, she's making this farewell video. It's just okay. So now you guys know all that. All right. I want to get to a little bit now of this roller coaster, right? Okay, this is with Allie now. So now that farewell video, the police report, all that is the end of April, the middle-ish of April, right? Now we're in the middle of May, a month before the crime, okay? And let's go through a couple of these because you guys are going to see the big picture here. Nick says, "Hey sis, I'm trying to get a chance to talk to you about something." This is to Allie, the good friend Allie. "I hope to talk to you soon. Nick, I am here. What up? Sis, I don't know. You probably did read Gypsy's message to you about me. She broke up with me only to come back. Listen, she broke up with me. Only to come back to me as if she was messing if she was messing with me. I don't know if I can trust her anymore. I might give her a chance, but that is it, sis. Oh, okay. I see, Ali says. I'm still not sure anymore about her as well, sis. I am really sorry, Ali says. So now what? Is she playing games with me or what? I don't know anymore what to believe from her. Ali says, I know you don't. Maybe have faith. A little faith goes a long way. He says, but this is the second time she broke us up, only to bring us back together. It makes me feel like she is just playing with me. Well, Nick, she was just playing with you. This is the effect she wanted. She wanted to keep you off balance so that you would become in heightened anxious states. I don't think Gypsy like fully was aware, like, I'm going to make him so anxious and then I'm going to get back together and then I'm going to break up and come back together, until he just is in this emotional turmoil that he just is like, yeah, let's get rid of your mom. This is what she was doing though. And that I think she kind of knew what she was doing here. It sounds like it, because he even says that she's messing with me. Ali says, I don't know. Then you got to remember too that she has a nosy bitch mom. Of course, all Ali knows of Dee Dee is from Gypsy, right? And she is fearful of her. Of course, Gypsy would say that, right? Nick says, yeah, I know, but at the same time, I don't know anymore. At the same time, what to say. And Ali says, me either. And then a little bit later, this is the next day. Hey, bro, what's up? Hey, sis, just trying to multitask as always. Oh, fun, LOL. It keeps me busy. That is a good thing, right? True it is, smiley face. You and Gypsy sort things out? Yes. So now we're back together, guys. Yes, which is good because I was worried for too long. Oh, okay, Ali says. And then this is a couple days later again. Now, this is the 18th. So just a couple days later. Hey, bro. Hey, how are you? All right. Sis, try to add my and Gypsy's profile back to your profile since she, listen to this, you guys, you're going to love it. Since she accidentally deleted you. Now, we know Gypsy loves deleting. We know it's not an accident. Gypsy gets pissed off and she deletes, right? Okay. Since she accidentally deleted you. Hey, bro, do you want to Skype? This is 2 or 3 days later. This is May 22nd now. So now just a few weeks before the murder. Hey, sis, not right now. Okay, how are you? I'm okay. Okay. Hey, sis. Now this is the 27th of May. Hey, sis. Hey, what's up? I feel like nothing, shit, or whatever you wish to call it. Okay, are things okay with you and Gypsy? What happened? She, I think, wants to break from what it sounds like, but I don't know at this point. I got sick of the roller coaster. He even calls it a roller coaster, of the roller coaster, to the point I don't even care if she comes back for me now. Oh, Jesus Christ. She needs to figure out what she wants, is what Ali says. Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, did you need me for more of, or is it safe for me to take a nap? So Ali's so worried about Nick at this point. She's saying, do you need me to talk to me more about this? Because he's so distraught. Or is it okay for me to take a nap? And he says, actually, I have to, or she says, actually, I have to take a nap. I really feel sick. I am sorry. Okay, same day. Okay, sis, I guess. Hey, bro, just woke up like an hour or so ago. Are you feeling any better? And nothing then at that point. Now we're on June 2nd now, June 2nd. Hey, sis. So this is what? 8 days before the murder. Hey, sis. Hey, what's up? Nothing much. Just hoping Gypsy gets on soon because, well, had a big fight with her yesterday and almost lost her. How many breakups now is this in the 1 month before the murder? I'm counting 4. I'm counting 4 breakups. Little did Mitch and I know when we made our video, the timeline, if you go watch it, made it over a year ago, about this sequence of events. We didn't have these Facebook messages, but we ascertained and called it the roller coaster. We said she put him on a roller coaster. And I didn't know how right we were. Sometimes we get things right and sometimes we don't, when we're on the opinion parts of things. But I was pretty sure that she was putting him on a pretty big roller coaster. There were signs of it in other ways. But now, just to hear this kind of a thing, it's just breakup after breakup after breakup. And he's going to his friend Allie, help me. I don't know what to make of her. She knew what she was doing. She knew how he was mentally. She knew what buttons to push. And it's not for this. This is very calculated. These moves by her, in my opinion, are very calculated. Okay. Just a few more quotes here. So I'm hoping me and her are on the same track still. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to resort to drastic measures just for her to stay. It was ugly yesterday, sis. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, she ended up cutting herself. Do you hear this, you guys? She ended up cutting herself towards the end of our fight. So now I'm hoping her cut heals. Oh my God. What more manipulation than cutting yourself? Oh, Nick, I need you to come save me, kind of a thing, right? Just shaking my head hard over here on this. Really am. So he writes, so I'm trying to stay hopeful now that me and her are back to normal, sis. I really am sorry. Why are you sorry? I'm sorry that she cut herself. Yeah, it sucked. Now I can only hope time will tell that me and her are back to normal, sis. Yeah. Will you chat with me maybe until she appears? This is so sad. Listen to him. Will you chat with me maybe until she appears online so I have someone to keep me company, please, sis? Yeah, I can do that. Want to Skype or are you cool with this? You mean Skype? Yes. Well, if that you want to see your worried brother, I could Skype with you, but I'm just worried she won't be online for a long time, sis. Well, I'd enjoy seeing you hurt, but I thought maybe Skyping would comfort you, bro. Well, I suppose it would make it easier for us to talk to each other, even though I'm not in the most good moods, though. Truthfully, I feel gloomy. In fact, I feel very gloomy, sis. I mean, me and her had an end of yesterday on a good note, but well, I'm still worried for some reason, sis. Well, I tell you what, I will log into Skype, okay? Okay, I'll meet you on there, sis. Okay, I am all logged in and ready when you are. Okay, sis. Be on as soon as I can since I still got to set everything up. Okay. Hey, how are you? Well, first, now this is the next day. So this is 1 week till the murder. Hey, how are you? Well, first she called me and then she didn't get on until like 15 minutes ago. And so I was pretty much lonely until then, but I'm doing better, sis. Thanks for checking on me. Okay, sorry. That was not sooner for real shit just got me away from me. It's okay, sis. All that matters is that you care. And that is all that matters to your big bro, smiley face. Okay, by the way, Gypsy is on. Allie's telling Nick. Okay, by the way, Gypsy is on. Yeah, I've talking to her since about 15 to 10. So she has been on for about 18 minutes. Okay, I will be back soon. Okay, I'm talking to Nate. That's what Allie says. Okay, sis. So it just goes on from there and there. More turmoil as the weeks go on. I'm going to go and end it here for right now because our videos, our live is getting long and I've got some other stuff I want to go to. But yeah, I just wanted to really hone in on that and show you how it was for Nick right before the murder. The constant roller coaster that she put him on, the constant breakup, the cutting of herself, the manipulation of cutting herself. Yeah, very, very telling and very sad, very sad. And if there would have been, somebody would have taken if Nick could have gotten $1 million, multi-million-dollar attorney, all of this should have come out in a trial. All of this should have come out in a trial, right? All right, let's get to some other kind of crazy stuff. We're going to go back to, one more thing. When the messages that I was just reading between Nick and Allie, where I began at, that was the middle of May. Okay. And I want to get this right. The Caitlin messages, which are these the Caitlin ones? No, those are Megan. Is it Caitlin? Yeah, Caitlin are down here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, these messages here, where he's talking, I become a very, very cold person. The video that lines up with these is the infamous video that you guys all know. It's this one. This is the video of her ultimate manipulation. It is the introduction to Ruby video. So he's telling Caitlin, I'm a very cold person. I'm on the dark side. I'm going to do something, I'm into killing, all of these things. And at that same time, we have this video.
I'm making this video directed towards.
So you guys know this video.
Inside.
This is where she introduces her most evil side and asks Nick, I need you to match this evil with evil within yourself. So what do we have Gypsy doing in the last month? We have her breaking up with him at least 4 times, if not more. We have her cutting herself to manipulate him. We have her making this video. It's pretty devastating evidence, I would say. Very devastating evidence against her, and why his attorneys didn't bring all of this up in that kind of my timeline's just a loose one, I would really like to make a really good one. But yeah, for millions of dollars, if he could have gotten that a great attorney, I just think it would have not only been better for him, although I do believe he needs to be in prison. I also think there was so much evidence against her. Why the F did they not take her to trial? Why not? She did not deserve that plea deal. Okay. Let me get to some other things here that were just kind of off the cuff of certain things that were kind of funny. Her weight. So here she is. Oh God, this is so cringe, guys. I found this. I think Barb might have found this too. So today, this is Gypsy. I'm feeling better. Last night I weighed myself and I gained weight. Needless to say, I didn't handle it well. What the hell, guys? I thought she was starving. I thought her mom was starving her. Thank God for Nick calming me down. Now I'm okay. Of course, I'm going to be your calming rock. I feel fat. I feel ugly, crying. I don't deserve Nick. He deserves a real beautiful woman, not a fat 105-pound pig like me. Oh, stop it, dear. You are the one who deserves me. I'm ugly. What? I'm 105 pounds. She knows. She just, so cringe, right? So cringe. All right. Yeah. Oh, here she thinks she's a Stepford wife. If you look up perfection in the dictionary, you are bound to see a picture of yourself there. This is from her Facebook. You are absolutely flawless and make all the other wives look like trash. You are a superwoman and get everything done without even a hair out of place. You are always in control and keeping appearance. And then she writes, I am a Stepford wife. So it was some kind of like quiz. She was big on taking these quizzes, and she's like, I'm a Stepford wife. I'm perfect. I'm the perfect wife. Yeah. All right. Then she had some really cringy things that she posted, other things that she posted. Wow, where are they? Okay. These are things she posted. You had me at will make it look like an accident. Something she posted. A trigger warning for the next one. Trigger warning for the next one. I'll finger F you under the table at dinner with your parents, and I'll lick my fingers before I pass them the salt. I don't give a fuck. Who's your daddy now? She actually posted this. Actually posted this. At the same time, posting this. A God thing, because we know she's got to get. Again, I got to like look it over here, you guys. Why I can't see you when I do this is because in StreamYard, I can only put so many little things in, and then I've got to put them in this other section, but I can't move them around. So I'm sorry, this is weird, but I'll do anything for a live stream. I'll do anything for a live stream. When we put God first, all other things fall into their proper place or drop out of our lives. So, I mean, she's posting stuff like this, and then she's posting stuff like this. This one is super cringy. This is so cringe. Oh, God, I hate this one. I really hate this one. It said, how's my daughter dancing? Oh, yes. Wow. I can feel her. I think she likes sex already. So gross. Really? There'll be none of that until you're 30, young lady. So cringe. That is so cringe. That is so cringe. So cringe. All right. Well, Gypsy took some pictures on her before we go. She did take some pictures, some things she posted on Instagram. Please don't give her the clicks. I've got them. You don't need them. You need to see 'em. I'll show you. Don't click them. She's using that Instagram for money. Trust me. She is trying to get her money back from, she just dropped 10 grand on her little vacay, her no ring vacay. Well, here we go. This is Gypsy and Ken with the dog. And then after the dog starts attacking Ken, why was the dog attacking Ken? No ring. There was no ring. Yes. There's another one. Here we go. Kiss. She thinks she's getting the ring. And then after the kiss, she doesn't get the ring. She's attacking him in the snow. See, you won't see these you won't see all of these pictures, like these pictures here in the snow of her attacking. You won't get those on her Instagram. I was sent those by someone else. She didn't want to show those, how she acted after she didn't get the ring. But, you know, Becca Scoops will get those pictures for you. She did not take getting that ring not very well. No, she wanted that ring. And last but not least, we've got this one. Gypsy and Ken and Gypsy's no ring vacay. Yep. And then there you go here. Some of the highlights on the right-hand side. I have some of the highlights for you. And then she put this one, watch full video on YouTube. So no, those are the outtakes. You won't see the attack in the snow on her video. But again, I am devoted to you guys, and I want to make sure you guys get all of the highlights from the real true no ring vacay. No ring. No ring. All right, guys. Let's see what else I've got. We're going over 2 hours here. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's go over a couple more comments. Just got a couple more comments I wanted to get to here. We got Mighty Mulatto, $3,002. Megan Elizabeth's IP addresses are largely cut out. Mighty, if you want the IP, are they actually cut out? Like, did I cut them out? Or you mean they're cut out or redacted by the sheriff? Let me go see. Let me go check. Because if I cut them out, I didn't mean to. It's just when I'm trying to space stuff in my stuff. Megan Elizabeth. Hold on. Mighty Mulatto. Let me see. Oh, okay. If you got, yeah, it's because I'm trying to put them together like this. So, I do have them, Mighty Mulatto. If you want them, I have them. I can get them to you if you want them. And I apologize for that. It's the way I had to put them. I think it's the way I had to put them. That, yeah. Oh, they are cut out. No, I think you're right. I see her IP isn't there. Oh, okay. You're right. They are cut out. Good eye. Good eye, Mighty Mulatto. Good eye. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. That is an interesting point. Huh, I wonder why. That is weird. That is really weird. Okay, next up we got Desi Digitalis, $5. I sent you an email a while back, but I don't know if you saw it. If you need help with researching, correspondence marketing, I'd love to help you know. Okay. Oh, wow. Because I don't like your email names sometimes don't match, and I do try to read every email. If you could email me again, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, I'd love the help. Yeah, please email me and put like in the topic, I can help with whatever, and then I'll know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very kind of you, and thank you for the $5. Next up, we've got Katie Morton, 3331, member for 1 month. Hashtag Truth Train. Love this community so much. Katie, thank you for being here for a month. We love having you. We love having you in this community. And thanks for being here on Valentine's Day. Okay, we've got next up, we've got, Katie Morton, 3331 499. We need shirts with Keekins in an orange jumpsuit. Behind bars and free Keekins. And then back can say Becca Scoops Truth Train. I'll definitely buy one. Okay. Well, actually have Joe, who does the outro, who brought up she wanted to make some like stuff like that. And I said, fine. So well, maybe that will become a reality, Katie. But that one is a great idea. I love Keekins in a little baby jumpsuit. That would be awesome. Next up, we got Delphi Hayes, 2 pounds. That pathetic video reminds me of The Shining, right? Thank you, Delphi Hayes. Thanks for the 2 pounds. I appreciate it. Billy Blue Eyes, $2. Nick's probably Paul. See, I don't know this. Probably RPTT. It said stolen Xanax and Oxys. Oh, Nick's police report. It said stolen Xanax and Oxys. Yes, it did say that on the police report. You're right. Yep, you're right, Shelly Blue Eyes. Next up, we got Jill B, 3072, Canadian 1399. Jepsy's manipulation is seeming predictable that Nick seems so. Thanks for the live, Becca. Jill B, thank you again for being here. You are loyal. You are loyal and always in the chat and always having something great to say, and I really appreciate it. All right, guys, that is our last comment for today. And let me see, what else do I have to go over? I don't think I have anything else right now. There is a lot more stuff to go over in this new information. I know, like I said, Barbara, if you guys haven't watched her videos on it, they're very informative. I would encourage you to go see those. Again, she's the one who got these and provided them to me. So another big shout out to her. And there's more to come with this. There's more information that's going to come out. So hopefully I'm not the only content creator. Coven, there's many content creators that cover all of this stuff, and everyone's doing a fabulous job. And I appreciate all of them. I really do. I really mean that when I say that. And I don't think that's it. I think that's going to do it for me on this Valentine's Day. I want to thank all of you guys for spending the time with us. Next, we'll probably have a video come out next. Mitch has been doing a deep dive into something else, and he is really wanting to get on, so he'll be in that video. And maybe Keekins will be in it in a little orange jumpsuit. I don't know what's going on with Keekins. I don't want to say, but that was really weird this morning. All of my research into Gypsy Rose in the trash can. Really, Keekins? Okay. I don't know, Keekins. We're gonna have to really look into Keekins' cell phone history, her messaging, and where she goes at night. I don't know what she's doing at night half the time. So I'll have to get to Keegan's and I'll let you guys know about that in my next video. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I love these lives. I love spending time with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned some new information and had a good time doing it. And until next time, Becca Scoops out. Good night, guys.